Hey everybody, welcome back to my Star Wars channel. My name's David, and here we talk about Star Wars Celebration. We talk about vintage novels, vintage toys, toy collecting, and Star Wars games. And who knows? Who knows where this might go? There's lots of stuff in the Star Wars universe to talk about, and I love all of it. Today, we're going to talk about Star Wars Celebration. All right, so you're excited about Star Wars Celebration. It's coming up. It's like next year, late August, right? And I went to the Chicago Celebration this year in 2019, and I was only there for one day, and I didn't get a chance to go to the Celebration store. Now, obviously, the Celebration store has limited edition merchandise, stuff that's only available at the Celebration store, available nowhere else. And I kind of knew that going in, but I only had one day, right? I only had one day. And there's two lines when you get to Celebration. There's a line to go into the big dealer's room, the exhibit hall. And then there's a line to go into the Celebration store. Now, there's also a third line, and that's for the first panel of the day, but that was at a completely different building. That was at a completely different facility. And so people were saying, hey, if you want to go to the Celebration store, you actually have to get in the other line. Well, I just knew I wanted to go to the exhibit hall. I knew that's where all the action was. And so I wanted to see that first and just see, how much can I do? And later in the day, I thought, well, let's go over to the Celebration store and see what that line looks like. When I got over there halfway through my day, that line was beyond out the door. Like, if I had gotten into that line at that point, I never would have gotten back out for the whole rest of the day, and there probably wouldn't have been anything great left in the store for me to buy. So knowing that I only had one day, weighing my options, I said, you know what? Celebration store will have to be for a different time. So after we got home, started noticing, look at all these cool things people were able to get at the Celebration store, right? There's lots of fun things. And right now, I would advise you, buy those things now online while you can. While the store has them online, buy them now so they come to you in the mail and you have them ready to go before you get there. Don't think, oh, I'll buy the pins when I can see them, or I'll buy the pins later. Get them now because they're going to be gone, okay? They're going to be gone. That's just how it is with Star Wars merch. It's how it is with exclusive Star Wars merch. If it's there, if you see it, buy it, because when you go back, it'll be gone. So when I got back home and started seeing all this, I just sent an email to the good folks down at Star Wars Celebration, and I said, hey, is there a chance that you could end up selling all the stuff that didn't sell at the store? Is there a chance that the store could reopen online for people who wanted to make some extra purchases? Because you can always reprint t-shirts and posters and things like that. Those are easy things to remanufacture for people that didn't get any. And so I think they heard my email, plus they heard the thousands of other people that probably asked the exact same thing. And they reopened the store about a month ago with a scaled down selection of items. And so I ordered three items, and I wanted to show you what they were. So the first thing I got was this shirt. My wife and I, we like buying shirts as souvenirs. We like buying shirts as souvenirs. We like buying coffee mugs as souvenirs, or like pajamas, right? Clothing. The kids always get toys. The kids always get toys as souvenirs. But we're not big on trinkets or things that have to sit on shelves. Those aren't things, and those aren't ways we like to remember our time. So there were shirts that said Star Wars Celebration, but I kind of wanted to get one, and I know this came from Celebration, so in my head I know, and that's all that matters. And so I got a shirt, and I also got a coffee mug, like keeping in true to the things I like. So I got a Boba Fett coffee mug because if you don't know, Boba Fett's my favorite character, because he's, your favorite character, he's everybody's favorite character. And I have another video that talks about some top 10 things you might not know about Boba Fett. You might want to go check that out. But this is great because there's a graphic on the front and a graphic on the other side, and they're different. And it's got really nice heavy weight to it, and then it has this like dual color on the inside. I like the green on the inside, and it's not your typical like striking Boba Fett colors, because I don't think his colors always translate well to objects. But with this, I think it does, and I like it. And then the last thing I got, I was a little bit disappointed with. My son really wanted some sort of stuffed animal. He always does. He always wants a stuffed animal when we go places, and wanted to get him the ice fox, the winter fox, the ice fox, right? The crystal fox. Yeah. And so there's a crystal fox in the store, and it was one of the things he wanted to get when we were there. So when I saw it appear online, I was like, oh, we got to get it. And it was 20 bucks. And so in my head, I'm thinking it's going to be a substantial stuffed animal. $20 stuffed animal should be, like that, right? A stuff like something you could hold or cuddle with. And so when I popped it, and it came in a big box, when I saw it, I'm like, ooh, big box. Here's the stuffed animal. He's going to be so excited to see it. And then when I popped it out of the box, it looked like this. This is how big it was. Like, it is small, really small. Like, this is not cuddly? I don't know. My wife was like, oh, maybe it's posable. And it's not even posable. It's just a super small fox. And to me, it doesn't even look like the foxes that were in the movies, because those foxes had massively long tails and super high pointed ears. And I mean, they just had this distinct look. And this looks like somebody took a fox stuffed animal that was already in production and they just added this weird hair to it. So I was a little disappointed with this. I am rarely disappointed with Star Wars merch ever, but because I got this sight unseen and didn't know like literally how big it was, it probably had the dimensions listed and I didn't read them because I am a man. That's how it goes. I don't read things. And so, yeah, a little disappointed. The only flip side, the only upside is our cousins went to Galaxy's Edge and told them to pick up some stuffed animals while they were there. So hopefully those stuffed animals are way better than this one. And I think they are, because I've seen videos of those as well. Hey, did you buy stuff when you were at Star Wars Celebration? Are you looking forward to this celebration and buying some merchandise? Tell me in the comment section below. And if you have a different experience with the Star Wars store, or if you have any tips or advice about how to navigate it or to get some of this exclusive merchandise, we would all love to hear it. Thanks, guys. May the Force be with you. I'll see you next time. Bye.